Pardon, Priestess, but you've been staring out across Ashenvale for hours.
I sense something dark stirring within the forest, Chandris. It feels as if it's heading this way.
The Greenskins who killed Cenarius?
Perhaps. Perhaps something more.
Put your backs into it. Jaina and the Orc War Chief expect this base to be built swiftly.
Ah, we shouldn't even be here. Or siding with the orcs.
We're here to hunt the remaining demons, human. You're lucky our goals are the same.
All right, you men. Mind your business. Back to work.
So, these orcs and humans presume to run rampant through our lands? They will regret ever stepping foot into Ashenvale. We will establish a base and deal with these outlanders as they deserve. The Tree of Life is the heart of our Night Elf villages. Use the tree's ability to entangle the gold mine. After entangling the mine, send wisps in to extract gold. Wisps are friendly spirits that harvest gold and lumber for our villages. They also create the structures that allow us to train more warriors. The goddess calls. I heed the
Your
voice
building
of Elune.
is complete.
By Elune. As the goddess wills.
We are preparing to leave this place, priestess. There is a terrible evil corrupting these lands, and I will not allow it to consume my people. Unfortunately, we cannot leave until the rest of our tribe has been accounted for.
Do not fear, Old One. I will find your tribesmen and lead them back to you.
Thank you, priestess. We will reward you when you return.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The moon wells are the source of our nourishment and strength. You can build additional moon wells to nourish more troops.
We can't build there.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds? Immediately. So be it. By Elune.
Anudora!
Immediately. To train more troops, construct an ancient of war.
Create more moonwells.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
By Elune.
I'm listening. I await your command. Absolutely. Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Immediately.
Okalamdor.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. By Elun. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun.
Your building is complete.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elun. By Elun. As the goddess wills. So be it. Bandu Thoribas mortals, you will pay for defiling these lands. So be it. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Your building is complete.
Immediately. I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Let's get going.
I heed the voice of Elun.
I'm listening. No problem. Your building
Ashrathoraman.
is complete.
By Elun. Immediately.
I await your command.
I heed the voice of Elun. Indulirefa. The
Your
goddess
building
calls.
is complete.
I heed the voice of Elun.
Your building is complete.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone
stand
threatens
ready.
the wilds. The goddess calls.
Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I'm listening.
Someone threatens the wilds.
I stand
Let's
ready.
get going.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Anudora!
By Elune.
On your mark.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you.
Ashrathoraman.
Your building
So
is
be it.
complete.
The goddess calls. By Elune.
I stand ready. I stand
waiting
ready.
on
you.
Your building is
Your
complete.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Waiting on
I
you.
heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of
I
Elune.
stand ready.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
On your mark.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Your building is complete.
Point the way.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
I stand ready. On your mark. Fair enough.
Ashrathoraman.
Point the way. Done.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds.
On your mark.
Insufficient gold.
Point the way.
The goddess calls.
Your move.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you.
Someone threatens the wilds.
I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
On your mark. Your move.
The goddess calls.
Waiting on you.
The goddess calls.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the wilds.
In the name of Fenarius.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you. On your mark.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Point the way.
I heed the voice of Elune.
On your mark.
I'm
The
listening.
goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
Your move.
I heed the voice of Elune.
On your mark.
The goddess calls.
Point the way.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your move. Point the way. Point the way.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
On your mark.
The
Insufficient
goddess
gold.
calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. So be it. Ashrathoraman.
Point the way.
Someone threatens the
Your
wilds.
move.
Ashrathoraman.
Waiting on you. I
By
stand ready.
Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Your move.
Someone threatens the wilds.
On your mark.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you. All too easy. I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the
Your
voice of
move.
Elune.
Point the way.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
Waiting on you.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
I
Someone
stand
threatens
ready.
the
Light the
wilds.
way.
As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills.
Many thanks, priestess. Now we can evacuate the village. Please accept the aid of our champion. He will protect your life with his own.
Your offer is a generous one. May Elune light your path to safety.
On your mark.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Waiting on you.
Someone threatens the wilds? By Elune. Immediately. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the
Your
wilds?
move.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the
Light
wilds?
the way.
By Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild. Waiting on the goddess calls.
Light the way.
Ashrathoraman.
On your mark.
Our champion has fallen.
Say
No
more.
problem.
Light the way. Done. On your mark. Waiting on you. On your mark. I'll give it a shot. Waiting on you.
Excellent.
Say no more.
It's the undead! Defend yourselves!
They must have followed us from Lordaeron.
Come save us. The dead advance in waves.
We are no match for a force this fast. Quickly, my sisters, back to the trees.
The undead are tireless. There's no way to outrun them.
You see, Lord Archimond, we need not fear the Night Elves. The Scourge can...
Archimond, after 10,000 years, how is it possible?
The Legion has returned to consume this world, woman. And this time, your troublesome race will not stop us.
Fools! You let her slip away! Find her, damn you! Find her and kill her!
The day we have long feared has finally come. The Burning Legion has returned. I must cross the river and warn the rest of my sisters before all is lost. As the goddess wills.
These damn Night Elves cannot escape us. Lord Archimond wants them found.
By Elune. So be it. I must avoid being seen.
Lord Archimond wishes us to corrupt this forest, and we shall.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls. So be it. Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. Anudora! The goddess calls. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. So be it. The goddess calls.
Okalandor.
As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune.
Alunadore, priestess. We are yours to command.
I heed the voice of
Point
Elune.
away.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Immediately. So be it.
Kalimdor.
Clearly the humans have no love for the undead, but I dare not trust them. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice. Those orcs appear to be guarding some magical treasure. It might prove useful to me.
Anudora.
On your mark. Point the way.
The goddess calls.
Your move. On your mark.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
Your move. On your mark.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. By Elune. So be it. Immediately. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune.
Alun Adore, priestess. Be wary. The Doomguards command shades that can see us, even when we meld with the shadows. We'd best stay away from them.
Ashrathoraman. So be it. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. Immediately. The goddess calls. Hinduli Rethad. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Silly night elf. You cannot hide from us.
Fair enough.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Our
As the
warriors
goddess
have
wills.
engaged the enemy.
On your mark.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Your shadow powers will not hide you from our sight.
Ambush! Run for your lives! We'll regroup in the clearing ahead!
By
Fondu
Elune.
doth Belore.
Ishnu Allah, sisters. It is I, Tyrande.
Make it fast.
The goddess calls.
Your move.
Immediately. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds.
In position.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Point the way.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. These abandoned ballistas will help me break through the undead fortifications. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune.
I am sworn to avenge.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Okalandor. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. In the name of Cenarius. Your move. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Anudora! Ashrathoraman. In the name of Cenarius! The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. By Elune.
Tyrande, praise Elune you've made it. The undead appeared out of nowhere and attacked our village without warning.
Ishnudaldieb Chandris, we have a greater problem. The undead were sent here by the Burning Legion, our ancient enemies of old. Against such might, we have only one option. We must awaken the Druids. With Cenarius dead, it falls to us to awaken the Druids. We must recover the demigod's horn from the sacred Moonglade Isle. Only its clarion call can awaken the Druids from their slumber.
But, Priestess, the orcs have established a crude settlement upon the Isle. We'll need to fight our way through them to reach Cenarius' horn.
Priestess Tyrande, thank Elune we found you. The undead are advancing upon the nearby barrow dens. The dens seem abandoned, but
there is one Druid sleeping within them, sister. He is the wisest and most powerful of all the Druids. He must be warned that the Legion has returned.
Then we'd better hurry. If the undead overtake his den before he's awakened...
Let us make haste, my sisters. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. For Kalimdor! By Elune. Immediately. So be it. By Elune. As the goddess wills.
What is nature's call? Are we being invaded?
Goddess,
By
light
Elune.
my path.
Immediately. By Elune. Immediately. By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. By Elune. Immediately.
Strike fast! Ensnare them all before they regroup.
Induli Refat. In the name of Cenarius. Someone threatens the wilds. Induli Refat. As the goddess wills. For Kalimdor.
Research finished. Make it fast.
Anudora.
Moktarogar! For what sheep throw?
I am sworn to avenge.
Someone
In
threatens the
position.
wilds.
Absolutely.
What is
The
nature's
goddess
call?
calls.
Make it fast.
Induli Refat. So be it. As the goddess wills.
More lumber is required. Research finished.
By Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
So be it. In the name of Cenarius. Anudora.
Standing guard.
By Elune.
I am sworn to avenge.
Induli Refat. As the goddess wills.
In position.
As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills.
Research finished.
I'm game.
Your building is complete. Standing guard. As the goddess wills.
Immediately. As the goddess wills.
Is there trouble?
Speak your mind.
Hashikorami.
I am sworn to avenge.
Immediately. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wild. So be it. As the goddess wills.
Your building is complete.
For Kalimdor. Anudora.
Goddess, light my path.
What is nature's call? Taste
The
my
goddess
spear.
calls. I heed the voice of the Lord.
To avenge.
Ashatoraman. Immediately,
Standing guard.
as the goddess wills.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Insufficient gold. I am sworn to avenge.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds. So be it.
Goddess, light my path.
Induli Refa. As the goddess wills.
These elves are stronger than we thought.
On your mark. All too easy.
Speak your mind. I shall not fear.
Are we being invaded? Is there trouble?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Anudora, in position.
Ashatoraman.
Wakalamdor. Upgrade
Someone
bench.
threatens the wild.
Speak your mind. Make it fast.
The goddess calls.
In position. I am sworn to avenge.
Ashatoraman.
Standing guard.
So be it. Someone threatens the wilds.
Goddess, light my path. In position.
Ashrathoraman. By Elune. So be it. By Elune.
I stand ready.
Anudora!
Make it fast. I walk in shadow.
In the name of Cenarius!
In position. Research. Make it fast. I shall not fear.
I stand ready.
So be it.
Your building is complete.
Immediately.
I stand ready.
So be it.
I stand ready.
Speak your mind. In position.
As the goddess wills.
I stand ready. I stand ready.
Who threatens the wilds?
Immediately.
I stand ready.
Speak your mind.
I stand ready.
In position. Your building is complete. Absolutely.
By Elune.
I stand ready.
As
I
the
stand
goddess
ready.
wills. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. So
I
be
stand
it.
ready.
I stand
I
ready.
hear the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Insufficient gold.
As the goddess wills.
Your building is complete. Our
So be
warriors
it.
have engaged the
Nature's
enemy.
wrath.
Standing guard. I shall not fear. In position.
I
I
stand
walk
ready.
in shadow. My wait is over.
By Elune.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. So be it.
I stand ready.
Immediately. By Elune.
I stand
None
ready.
shall harm the wilds.
The goddess calls.
Research finished. Speak your mind. Make it fast.
I
Your
stand
building
ready.
as the goddess wills. In position.
I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
So be it. At last, the horn of Cenarius.
The horn has sounded, and I have come, as promised. I smell the stench of decay and corruption in our land. That angers me greatly. Come forth, you defenders of old. Crush these invaders, as you did in ages past. It has been 1,000 years since I last looked upon you, Tyrande. I thought of you every moment I roamed through the Emerald Dream.
My heart rejoices to see you again, my love. But I would not have awakened you unless the need was urgent.
In the dream, I felt our land being corrupted, just as if it were my own body. You were right to awaken me.
The Burning Legion has returned. Cenarius is dead, and Outlanders roam freely through our most sacred vales.
As was foretold. No doubt Archimond will make his way to Hyjal Summit and attack the World Tree. If he succeeds in draining the tree's energies, this world will be doomed.
My only thought was to awaken you and the rest of the Druids. The Druids of the Talon reside within the Barrow Dens at the end of this valley. If we can reach them, we may have a chance to stop Archimond and his demons.
That did it, boys! We've driven them off! Let's regroup back at the base and tend to our wounded.
So, the Outlanders battle against the undead as well. They could prove to be powerful allies against Archimond and his ilk.
They are mongrels and nothing more. They are responsible for Cenarius' death. I will be damned before I stand with them.
Perhaps you are right, my love. We will establish our new settlement here. Keep your sentries alert. I doubt that we have seen the last of the Outlanders or the undead.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. By Elun. I heed the voice of Elun, as the goddess wills. So be it. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
What threatens these lands?
As the goddess wills. Immediately.
Treant may not root there.
Ashrathoraman. O Kalimdor.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Away.
By Elun.
Your building is complete. Insufficient gold.
So be it.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
As the goddess wills. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. By Elun.
Our gold mine is running low.
Our resources are depleting fast. We must find another gold mine and muster our forces. Only then will we be able to reach the Barrow Dens. Immediately.
Goddess, light my path.
As the goddess
Your
wills.
building is complete.
Anudora!
What threatens these lands?
Immediately.
Something is
In the
amiss.
name of Cenarius!
For Kalimdor.
So be it. Wait! I know those furbolgs. They escaped from Ashenvale when the corruption started to spread.
Perhaps they did not escape the corruption after all.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Say no more.
I am sworn to revenge.
The goddess calls.
It shall be done.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready.
Standing guard.
Ashra Thoraman. I heed the voice of
The
Elune.
great outdoors.
Anudora.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Point the way. Fair enough. Oh, too
I
easy.
heed the voice of Elune.
Are we being
The
invaded?
goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
I've never seen the creature so aggressive before.
Then I will put an end to their curse. Undo Falador! I heed the voice of Elune.
The great
Immediately.
outdoors. Is
The
there trouble?
goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
Research finished.
Ashra Thoraman. The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Your
Ashra Thoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Ashra Thoraman.
Waiting on
The
you.
goddess calls. Ashra
Your
Thoraman.
building is complete. Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashra Thoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
Research finished.
Ashra Thoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls. Ashra Thoraman.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Goddess, light my path.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashra Thoraman.
Our warriors
Someone
have
threatens
engaged
the
the enemy.
wild. The goddess calls.
Insufficient gold.
Ashra Thoraman.
In position.
By Elune.
For Kalimdor.
Someone threatens the wild.
Make it fast. Your building is complete.
So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. Ashra Thoraman. The goddess calls.
Your
Someone
building is
threatens the
complete.
wild. Anudora! I heed the voice of Elune.
Has sleep
The goddess
dulled my
calls.
senses?
Ashra Thoraman. By Elune. So be it. In the name of Cenarius! Someone threatens the wild.
Hush
The
them
goddess
down.
calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Our gold mine is running low. Research finished.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess
The
calls.
land and I are one. Something is amiss. It shall be done.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashra Thoraman.
For Kalimdor.
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls.
Hush the rebellion.
Someone threatens the wild.
Fair enough.
The goddess calls.
It shall be done. What threatens these lands? You've changed, Tyrande. There is little mercy left in you.
Long ago, I swore to protect this land. I never had the luxury of sleeping through times of great peril.
If your endless vigil has hardened you, my love, it must be part of your goddess's plan.
Ashrathoraman. Immediately. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
We can't build there.
I heed the voice of Elune.
There is danger ahead, priestess. You must proceed with caution.
The goddess calls.
Create more meaning.
Ashrathoraman.
I am sworn to avenge.
Anudor.
Create
The
more
great
meaning.
outdoors.
Someone threatens the wild.
In position. Speak your mind. Our gold
goddess
mine has
calls.
collapsed.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens
Your
the wild.
building is complete. Standing guard.
I
Your
heed the
building
voice
is
of Elune.
complete. In position.
For Kalimdor.
Make it fast.
I heed the voice of Elune.
To avenge.
Ashrathoraman.
My wait is over.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Someone threatens the wild.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete.
The goddess calls. Immediately.
Point the way.
Ashrathoraman. So be it,
I stand ready.
as the goddess wills. The goddess calls.
It shall be done.
Our
Warriors
great
have
outdoors.
engaged the enemy.
Fair enough. I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman.
Standing guard.
Someone threatens the wild.
Speak your mind. Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild.
In position.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Make it fast. Our warriors have
Someone
engaged the
threatens the
enemy.
wild.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
I am sworn to avenge.
Ashrathoraman.
What is nature's call?
The goddess calls.
Standing guard.
Are we being invaded?
Ashrathoraman.
Your building is
Ah, the
complete.
great outdoors. What is nature's call?
The goddess calls.
Speak your mind.
Is there trouble?
The goddess calls.
Be careful, priestess. These woods are overrun by the dead. Our warriors
goddess
have
calls.
engaged the enemy. Make it
Are
fast.
we being invaded?
Someone threatens the wild.
The great
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
Your building is complete.
It shall be done.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I am
What
sworn
is nature's
to
call?
avenge.
Someone threatens the wild.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls.
Speak your
Hi.
mind. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
For Kalimdor.
Our gold mine is running low.
Is there trouble?
Someone threatens
In
the wild.
position.
I heed the voice of
Make it
Elune.
fast.
Is there trouble?
No! The outpost has been corrupted, and the Treants have been driven mad. They do not deserve this cruel fate.
Come no further, weakling. Lord Tichondrius commanded us to kill anyone attempting to enter this place, and we shall.
Pathetic wretches. It pains me that you once called yourselves night elves.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Are we being invaded? I'm game.
Ashrathoraman.
Speak your mind.
Hi.
I heed the voice of Elune.
In position.
What is nature's call?
I
Ashrathoraman.
am sworn to avenge. Our
Are we
warriors
being
have
invaded?
engaged the enemy.
Is there trouble?
I heed the voice of Elune.
For the trees.
Ashrathoraman.
Anudor.
Are we being
Our
invaded?
warriors have engaged the enemy.
What is nature's call? Are we
As the
being
goddess
invaded?
wills. Hopefully the land will heal itself of this cursed blight. We should get moving. The Barrow Dens lie within the valley just ahead of us.
Ah, the great outdoors.
I stand ready.
Our warriors
can't
have
build
engaged
there.
the enemy.
I stand ready.
Are we being
Our
invaded?
warriors have engaged
Ah,
the enemy.
the great outdoors. Hi. Gladly.
Waiting on you.
Are we being invaded? The hunt
I
is
stand
on.
ready.
Is there trouble?
Waiting on you.
Hi. Ah, the great outdoors.
Our warriors have
I
engaged
stand
the enemy.
ready. On your mark.
What is nature's call? Hi. What is nature's call? Hi.
Your building is
I'm
complete.
game.
Someone threatens the
Our
wild.
warriors have engaged the enemy. Your building is complete. Our gold mine has collapsed.
Has sleep
Your
dulled my
building is
senses?
complete.
Ashrathoraman.
Is there trouble?
Our warriors
heed
have
the voice
engaged
of
the
Elune.
enemy.
What threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
Are we being invaded?
The
Our
land
warriors
cannot
have engaged the enemy.
Your move.
Hi!
As the
What
goddess
is nature's
wills.
call? Hi! Are we being invaded? For the trees.
Someone threatens the wild.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Immediately.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens these lands.
As the goddess wills. The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
In the name of Cenarius. I heed the
I
voice.
stand ready.
Someone threatens the wild.
Hi! Making trails.
Point the way.
The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Induli Refab.
On your mark.
Okalamdor.
What is nature's call?
Has sleep dulled my
I
senses?
stand ready.
Hi!
In the name of Cenarius. So be it. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds.
Come forth, Druids of the Talon. Let the storm crows fly once again upon the winds of war. Ishnu Allah, my brethren. Kalimdor has need of your powers once again, for the hour of doom is at hand.
We are yours to command, Shundo Stormrage.
Now we must delve into the earth and rouse the ferocious Druids of the Claw from their slumber. These barrow deeps have remained untouched for nearly 3,000 years. Still, there's no telling what creatures may have taken up residence after we sealed these tunnels shut.
There is nothing to fear in this place. The only enemy that has ever given me pause is now corrupting the lands above us. Let us be done with this business and get back to the surface.
Agreed. Just be careful. There is no telling how the Druids of the Claw will react to us after all this time.
I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. Immediately. So be it. Immediately.
I am prepared.
So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
These cave spiders are enormous.
I sense a strange darkness tainting them. They have been transformed by a great evil. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately.
For Kalimdor.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
As the goddess wills. As the goddess wills.
It shall be done.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. In position. As the goddess wills.
What threatens these lands?
The goddess calls. As the goddess
Has sleep
wills.
dulled my senses?
Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it. Immediately.
Anudora.
Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it.
The land and I are
By
one.
Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
It shall be done.
Inventory is full.
Anudora.
Make it fast.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Immediately. As the goddess wills.
Something is
The
amiss.
goddess calls. Immediately. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. The goddess calls.
The land and I are one.
By Elune.
In position. Is there trouble?
Bashra Thoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately.
Something is amiss. For Kalimdor.
Someone threatens the wilds.
The land and
The
I
goddess
are
calls. As the goddess wills. By Elune.
Something
Standing
is
guard.
amiss.
As the goddess wills. Immediately. Into demon bile. This must be what cursed the spiders.
If the corruption can do this to these simple creatures, I dare not imagine what it could do to the beasts who live above.
We must put an end to this corruption, no matter the cost. As the goddess wills.
It shall be done.
Immediately. So be it. Standing guard.
My wait is over. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
As the goddess wills. Immediately.
For Kalimdor.
As the goddess wills.
Old priestess, we need your help. Our shaman was bitten by a strange spider and has become deathly ill. Our tribesmen have run off, leaving us to fend for ourselves.
What would you have us do?
The waters of the nearby Fountain of Life can save him, but we dare not leave him in this state. If you can fill this vial with its waters and return it to us, our shaman's life will be saved.
If his wisdom will prevent you from turning feral like your tribesmen, I will gladly save your shaman. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. By Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Anudora.
As the goddess wills.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
It shall be done.
Speaking of, this must be the Fountain of Life. I need only place the vial in the fountain's waters.
Have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls. By Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor. What threatens these lands? Anudora. For Kalimdor. Anudora. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Elune be praised, priestess. Truthfully, we doubted that you'd return. Now our shaman has a chance.
Again, I must thank you for your help. Take this talisman. Should you require our aid, it will summon us to fight at your side.
What threatens these lands? Anudora. Something is amiss.
Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
What threatens these lands?
As the goddess wills. The pathway cuts off to the south, but this doorway looks promising.
Oh no. How could I have forgotten?
What is behind this door that worries you, my love?
This door leads to Illidan's prison, Tyrande. We should go. Now.
Illidan? It's been 10,000 years. Could he still be alive? We should free him. He would be the perfect ally against the undead and their demon masters.
No, Tyrande. That beast must never be set free.
But he is your brother.
Be that as it may. He is far too dangerous. I forbid it.
Only the goddess may forbid me anything. I will free Illidan whether you like it or not.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Anudora. Something is amiss. The land and I are one. Something is amiss.
How dare you!
It shall be done. Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one. What threatens these lands? Anudora. Has sleep dulled my senses? Let me pass. The Archdruid of the Moonglade demands passage. Something is amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor. Something is amiss.
Your mana is depleted.
Press the attack!
Enlighten me. No
The land and I are one.
Are we being invaded?
Ashtherodanador.
For the trees.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. What threatens these lands? It shall be done.
Thy bidding.
Turn back. You are unworthy to bask in the Bear God's presence.
Bear gods? The land and I are one. Something is amiss.
It has begun.
Pathetic wretches.
Something. Perhaps the creature was referring to the sleeping druids of the Claw. But why would he call them bear gods when they appear as I do? The land and I are one. What threatens these lands? The land and I are one.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Is amiss. Ashtherodanador. Ah, the Druids of the Claw are awake already. Come, my brothers, we have much to do. What? They have lost themselves to their animal aspects. They're mindless and feral.
In the Raven's name.
The horn's call might work, but it would reach only a few of them in this part of the cavern.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The land and I are one. Something is amiss. Foul spawn of Deathwing. I should have known that you loathsome beasts would take refuge within the flames of the earth. Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. Anudora. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. Anudora.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
What threatens these lands? Something is amiss. What threatens these lands?
No one shall be the wiser. I am prepared.
For Kalimdor. Something is amiss. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done.
Press the attack!
For Kalimdor. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor. How dare you!
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashtherodanador. The land and I are one. What threatens these lands? The land and I are one.
Our warriors have
Has
engaged
sleep
the enemy.
dulled my senses? It shall be done. Anudora.
Stormrage. I don't know what came over us. It's been so long since we remembered who we were.
All is well, Theroshan. I have need of you and your mighty brethren once again. After these many ages, the Burning Legion has returned, and only our combined strength can drive them back.
Then we Druids of the Claw are yours to command, Shandor Stormrage.
I cannot go back.
Your quest is foolhardy. Even your goddess has condemned the one you seek to free.
Ashrathoraman. By Eluna.
I sworn to
The goddess calls. You move. Immediately.
In position.
Induli Refa. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elune.
I sworn to avenge.
Anudora! I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds? Immediately.
Make it fast.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Induli Refa.
Standing guard.
As the goddess wills. For Kalimdor. So be it. Induli Refa. The goddess calls. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. By Elune. Immediately. For Kalimdor. I heed the voice of Elune. Induli Refa. In the name of Thanarius. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. Immediately. For Kalimdor. As the goddess wills. Anudora. So be it. By Elune. In the name of Thanarius.
Walk away. Say no more.
Anudora. Indulura. I heed the voice of Elune. Anudora. For Kalimdor. Someone threatens the wilds? So be it. The goddess calls.
Your move.
Someone threatens the wilds? As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Someone threatens the wild? So be it. Immediately. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. Someone threatens the wild?
In position.
Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. In the name of Cenarius! Okalamdor! Anudora! Immediately. By Elun. So be it. As the goddess. A cache of the Watcher's weapons. These should help us considerably.
I shall not fear.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun.
Speak your mind.
On your mark.
So be it. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. By Elun. As the goddess wills.
Death to intruders.
I heed the voice of Elun. By Elun. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. By Elun.
Waiting on you.
So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately. By Elun. Someone threatens the wilds.
On your mark.
Make it fast. My wait is over.
Anudora! I heed the voice of Elun. Immediately. The goddess calls.
Waiting on you.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice. The treants move to block my path. Only a powerful druid could command such creatures.
I am sworn to avenge. I walk in shadow.
I heed the voice of Elun.
In position.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun.
Speak your mind.
Immediately.
I am sworn to avenge.
So be it.
Standing guard.
By Elun. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elun. By Elun. So be it. By Elun. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens These explosive devices look to be of goblin design. The wily creatures must have hidden them here long ago. No matter. I'll make good use of them. Ashrathoraman.
I am sworn to
The
avenge.
goddess calls. So be it. Ashrathoraman. By Elun. Immediately. Standing guard. So be it.
I am sworn to avenge.
I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately.
Make it fast.
So be it.
I am sworn to avenge. As the goddess
By
wills.
Elune.
I am sworn to avenge. Make it fast. Standing guard.
The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
To avenge.
As the goddess wills.
Standing
Hold,
guard.
priestess. This place is forbidden, even to one such as you. There is a terrible evil here that must remain chained beneath the earth.
Illidan was considered a great hero once. I believe he will become one again.
Madness! You would doom us all by freeing the betrayer.
I am sworn to avenge. Standing guard.
Someone threatens the wild.
Are you marked? Speak your mind.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune.
I am sworn to avenge.
Illidan, is that you?
Tyrande, it is your voice. After all these ages spent in darkness, your voice is like the pure light of the moon upon my mind.
The Legion has returned, Illidan. Your people have need of you once more.
Because I once cared for you, Tyrande, I will hunt down the demons. But I will never owe our people anything.
Then let us hurry back to the surface. The demon's corruption spreads with every second we waste.
It has been an eternity, brother. An eternity spent in darkness.
Illidan, you were sentenced to pay for your sins. Nothing more.
And who are you to judge me? We fought the demons side by side, if you recall.
Enough of this, both of you. What is done is done. My love, with Illidan's help, we will drive the demons back once again and save what is left of our beloved land.
Have you even considered the cost, Tyrande? This betrayer's aid may doom us all before the end. I will have nothing to do with this.
I am free after 10,000 years. Yet still my own brother thinks I am a villain. I'll show him my true power. I'll show him that the demons have no hold over me.
Are you certain of that, Demon Hunter? Are you certain your will is your own?
You reek of death, human. You'll regret approaching me.
Come then. You'll find that we're evenly matched.
We could go on fighting like this forever. What is it you truly want?
The Dreadlord who commands this undead army is called Tichondrius. He controls a powerful warlock artifact called the Skull of Gul'dan. It is responsible for corrupting these forests.
And you wish for me to steal it? Why?
Let's just say that I have no love for Tichondrius, and the Lord I serve would benefit from the Legion's downfall.
Why should I believe anything you say, little human?
My master sees all, Demon Hunter. He knows that you've sought power your whole life. Now it lies within your grasp. Seize it, and your enemies will be undone.
I'm blind, not deaf. Are there demons nearby? I grow impatient. Are there demons nearby? I'm blind, not deaf. I grow impatient. You dare speak to me?
Make it fast.
Are there demons nearby?
I'm awake.
I grow impatient.
Our warriors have
Are
engaged.
there demons nearby? I grow impatient. Is that all?
Research finished.
I'm blind, not deaf.
Insufficient gold.
Are there demons nearby? I grow impatient. You dare speak to me? I grow impatient. Is that all? Hardly a challenge. Evil draws
The sleeper
close.
has awakened.
You dare speak to me?
More lumber.
I'm blind, not deaf. Of course. I grow impatient. Are there demons nearby? You dare speak to me? I'm blind, not deaf. Is that all? You dare speak to me? I grow impatient.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I'm blind, not deaf.
Research finished.
Are there demons nearby? You dare speak
I am
to
sworn
me?
to avenge.
Are there demons nearby?
Come no further, weakling. Lord Tichondrius commanded us to kill anyone attempting to enter this place. And we shall.
Your building is complete.
You dare speak to me? I grow impatient.
Our sacred grove is
You
being
dare
desecrated.
speak to me? Are there demons nearby?
Your building is complete. Research finished.
I'm blind, not deaf.
Anodora.
Are there demons nearby? I grow impatient. Are there demons nearby? I grow impatient. Are there demons nearby? I grow impatient.
Our warriors have
Demons
engaged.
nearby. You dare speak to me? Easily.
Of course.
Speak your mind. Make it fast. Your building is complete.
My strength is yours.
I grow impatient.
Your mine is complete.
Our time is short.
Your building is complete. Your building is
demons
complete.
nearby. Evil draws close. Easily.
Research finished.
Evil draws close. I grow impatient.
Insufficient
I'm blind,
gold.
not deaf. You dare speak to me? I grow impatient. I'm blind, not deaf. Are there demons nearby? You dare speak to me? I grow impatient. I'm blind, not deaf. Are there demons nearby?
At once.
You dare speak to me?
Your building is complete.
We can't
Your
build
building
there.
is complete. We can't build there.
Are there demons nearby? I grow impatient. Is that all? I'm blind, not deaf. Evil draws close. I grow
Your building
impatient.
is complete.
Are there demons nearby? I'm blind, not deaf.
Of course.
In position.
Are there demons nearby?
Your building is complete.
The sleeper has awakened.
I swore revenge.
I grow
Our
impatient.
time is short.
Research finished. Your building is complete.
You dare speak to me?
Make it fast. Our
Are
warriors
there
have
demons
engaged the
nearby?
enemy. Your building is complete.
Easily. I'm blind, not deaf.
I stand ready.
Your building is complete. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I grow impatient. You dare speak to me?
I stand ready.
Upgrade finished.
I'm blind, not deaf. You dare speak to me?
The sleeper has awakened.
I grow impatient.
Waiting on you.
Is that all? I'm blind, not deaf.
My
I grow
strength is
impatient.
yours.
Are there demons nearby? You dare speak to me?
Your building is complete.
I grow impatient. Are there demons nearby? You dare speak to me?
Research finished.
Are there demons nearby?
Your building is
I'm
complete.
blind, not deaf.
Your building is complete.
Are there demons nearby? I grow impatient. Are there demons nearby?
Your building is complete.
I'm blind, not deaf. Are there
I
demons
stand
nearby?
ready.
Research finished.
You dare speak to me? Are there demons nearby? Easily.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I grow impatient.
I stand ready.
The sleeper has
Are there
awakened.
demons nearby?
Point the way.
I'm blind, not deaf.
Research
You
finished.
dare speak to me?
My path is clear. The sleeper has awakened.
I stand ready.
By the great winds I come.
The sleeper has awakened.
I grow impatient. Are there demons nearby?
I'm awake. I'm awake.
I grow impatient.
Your move.
Hardly a challenge. Is that all?
Treant may not root there. Our
I'm
warriors
blind,
have
not
engaged
deaf.
the enemy.
I stand ready.
By the great winds
Dare
I
speak
come.
to me.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I grow impatient.
The sleeper has awakened.
Are there demons nearby? I'm blind, not deaf. I grow impatient. I'm blind,
I
not
stand
deaf.
ready.
By the great winds I come.
Our warriors
demons
have
nearby?
engaged the enemy.
My strength
I'm
is
blind,
yours.
not deaf. Hardly a
Where shall I
challenge.
strike?
Demons nearby.
Where shall I strike? The sleeper has awakened. My path
Our sacred
is
grove is
clear.
being
I
desecrated.
grow
My
impatient.
strength is yours.
Our warriors have engaged the
I'm
enemy.
blind, not deaf.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
You dare speak
Where shall
to
I
me.
strike?
Are there demons nearby?
My strength is yours.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
You dare speak
I'm
to
awake.
me.
I'm awake.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Of course.
More lumber is required.
Nearby.
Our time is short.
I grow impatient. You dare speak to me.
I'm awake.
I
I'm
grow
awake.
impatient.
My path is clear.
I'm blind, not deaf.
My
You
strength is
dare
yours.
speak to me. Are there demons nearby?
I'm awake. I'm awake.
You dare speak to me.
Where shall I strike?
Our
My
warriors have
strength
engaged
is
the
yours.
enemy.
The sleeper
grow
has
impatient.
awakened. Our time is
Is there
short.
trouble?
Are there
Where shall
demons
I
nearby?
strike? Our time is short.
Dare speak
Where
to
shall I
me.
strike?
Are there demons
My
nearby?
strength is yours.
You dare speak to
Our
me.
time is short.
Are there demons
Where
nearby?
shall I strike? Of course.
Your mana is
Clear.
I'm blind, not deaf.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Are there demons
Sleeper
nearby?
has awakened.
I grow impatient.
Of course. My path is clear.
I'm blind, not deaf. Dare speak to me. Are there demons nearby?
Our warriors have engaged.
That is where the skull of Gul'dan is kept. These paltry demons will not prevent me from claiming it. Hardly a challenge. You dare speak to me. Are there demons nearby? I grow impatient. You dare speak to me. I'm blind, not deaf.
Awakened.
You dare speak to me. grow impatient. Now, at least the demons will no longer corrupt the forests. But if I destroy the skull and claim its powers as my own, I will become stronger than any of Archimonde's lieutenants. Yes, the power should be mine.
Now I am complete. I grow impatient.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
You dare speak to me? I'm blind, not deaf. Hardly a challenge.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. More lumber is required. More lumber is required.
I stand ready.
Hardly a challenge.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Of course. Our time is short. At once. Where shall I strike? I'm awake. I'm awake. Anudura. Where shall I strike?
You dare
Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Research finished. Research finished. Research finished.
Speak to me. I'm blind, not deaf. Hardly a challenge.
Of course.
Who are you? Let's see how confident you are against one of your own kind, Dreadlord.
Great winds.
I'm blind, not deaf. Is that all? Impatient. Hardly a challenge. I'm blind, not deaf.
Research finished.
Foul demon! What have you done with my brother?
It is I. This is what I've become.
No. Illidan, how could you?
The leader of the undead has been destroyed, and the forests will heal in time.
At the cost of your soul? You are no brother of mine. Be gone from this place, and never set foot in our lands again.
So be it, brother.
We have no time for this. What are we doing out here?
Last night in a dream, a great raven spoke to me and summoned me to this place.
We were summoned here as well.
Who are you, Outlanders?
I am Thrall, son of Duratan, war chief of the Horde.
And I am Jaina Proudmoore, leader of the human survivors of Lordaeron.
You are not welcome here.
Peace, priestess. They've come to aid you against the Legion.
It was you in my dream. But who are you to make such an offer to us?
I am the reason for the Legion's return. Years ago, I brought the orcs into this world, and by doing so, I opened a path for the demons as well. For my sins, I was murdered by those who I cared for most. Despite my death, war raged across the lands of the East for many long years, leaving entire kingdoms devastated in its wake. Now, at long last, I have returned to set things right. I am Medivh, the last guardian. I tell you now, the only chance for this world is for you to unite in arms against the enemies of all who live.
Sorry I'm late. It's just as we feared. Archimonde and his Doomguard are making their way towards the summit. He'll be here any moment.
10,000 years ago, we Night Elves defeated the Burning Legion. Though the rest of the world was shattered, we were left free to live out our immortal lives in peace, bound to the World Tree. We are its protectors, and through it we were granted immortality and power over nature. Now, at last, it is time we gave that power back.
You realize that we will age as these mortals do. Our powers over nature will wane in time.
If pride gives us pause, my love, then perhaps we have lived long enough already. I will proceed to the summit and prepare our defenses there. Whatever comes, my love, remember, our bond is eternal.
Time for reckoning has come.
If you can provide our bases with support and keep us from being overwhelmed, Thrall and I will delay Archimonde's ascent.
Your plan is a bold one, girl. Perhaps I have misjudged you, Outlanders. May Elune shine upon you.
To arms, my brethren. To arms, brave orcs and humans. Twilight falls, and the enemy awaits.
Someone threatens the wild.
What threatens these lands?
The goddess calls.
Our time is short.
Point away.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Priestess Tyrande, the undead have begun to construct a new settlement. It won't be long before they start attacking our allies.
Someone threatens the wilds? As the goddess wills. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. So be it.
Our warriors have
I heed
engaged
the
the
voice of
enemy.
Elune.
Our
The land
champion
and
has
I are
fallen.
one. What threatens these lands? Anudora.
Our allies' town needs help.
Something is amiss.
The undead are attacking. Send help.
We can't build Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our allies' town needs help.
Our time is short.
Our time is now.
Our allies' town needs help.
What threatens these lands? Ashtarodanadin.
Our allies'
Pathetic
town
wretches.
needs help.
Amadorini Talal.
Our warriors have engaged the
The
enemy.
land and I are one.
Our allies'
Your
town
building
needs
is
help.
complete. Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
Has
The goddess calls.
Our allies' town Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
the land and I are one. It shall be done.
Our allies' town needs help.
Dulled my senses.
Our warriors have engaged
The
the
goddess
enemy.
calls. Ashrathoraman.
What threatens these lands?
Our allies' town
Someone
needs help.
threatens the wild. Immediately. By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. So
Your
be it.
building, our allies' town needs help.
By Elune.
An allied champion has fallen.
The goddess calls. So be it. Immediately. So be it. Immediately.
Something is amiss.
I hear the voice of the land.
The land and I are one.
Someone threatens the wild.
Our allies' town
As the
needs help.
goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
Our allies' town needs help.
Ashrathoraman.
Our allies' town needs help.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. By Elune.
Our allies' town needs help. Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our allies'
We
town
can't
needs
build
help.
there.
We can't build there. We can't build there. We can't build there.
Someone threatens the wild. Immediately.
Our allies' town needs help.
So be it.
Our champion has fallen.
As the goddess wills. By Elune.
Manudora.
So be it.
Our allies' town needs help.
Immediately. So be it. As the goddess
We're getting
wills.
swamped here. We could use some backup.
For Kalimdor. As the goddess wills.
Our allies' town needs help.
So be it. As the goddess wills.
Your building
An
is
allied
complete.
champion has fallen.
Your building is
Your
complete.
building
is complete. Your building is complete. Our allies' town needs help. Your building is complete. Our champion has fallen. Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our allies' town needs help. Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our allies' town needs help.
You are very brave to stand against me, little human. If only your countrymen had been as bold, I would have had more fun scouring your wretched nations from the world.
Is talking all you demons do?
Stormrage, show yourself. Or do you intend to have mortal girls do all your fighting for you?
Our allies' town needs help. Research finished. Priestess, the undead have constructed a new settlement. They are mustering new forces to send at us. We can't build there.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodanador.
Ah, the great outdoors. Your building is complete. Ah, the great outdoors.
What threatens these lands? Anudora.
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our warriors have
What
engaged the enemy.
threatens these lands?
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Ah, the great outdoors.
So be it.
Your building is complete.
the
Your
goddess
building
wills.
is complete. Your building is complete.
By Elune.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Immediately. Someone threatens the wild.
Research finished.
Something is amiss.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
As the goddess
Your
wills.
building is complete.
So be it.
The great outdoors.
As the goddess wills. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills.
I stand ready.
So be it.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The great outdoors.
Someone threatens the wilds. So be it.
I stand ready.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Our building is complete. Needs help. Your building is complete. We can't build
ready.
We can't build there.
As the goddess wills. In the name of Cenarius. Anudora. Okalandor. Immediately.
On your mark.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
The great outdoors.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I heed the
The
voice
land
of
and
Elune.
I are one.
We can't build there.
We're under attack! Send reinforcements quickly!
Our sacred grove is being
Has sleep
desecrated.
dulled my senses?
Insufficient gold.
The great outdoors.
Our allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls. By Elune. Immediately.
On your mark.
Are we being invaded? Is there trouble?
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
The great outdoors.
Our warriors have engaged
Insufficient
the enemy.
Our allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls.
Alas,
As the goddess wills. So be it.
Our allies' town needs help.
what threatens these lands? Has sleep dulled my
Our
senses?
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of
Something
Elune.
is amiss.
As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds? So be it.
The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses?
How dare you!
Something is amiss. What threatens these lands?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. I heed the voice of the Our sacred grove is being desecrated. In the name of Cenarius.
As the goddess wills.
Anudoras. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild.
The land and I are one. Something is amiss.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
Immediately.
We can't build there.
Who'd you want to kill?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Let the killing begin.
Insufficient gold.
As the goddess wills.
The land and I are one.
By Elune.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Insufficient gold. Your building is complete.
Immediately. By Elune.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Your building is complete. Insufficient gold.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills.
It shall be done.
We can't build there.
So be it.
Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of Elune.
For Kalimdor.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss.
Someone threatens the wild.
What threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman. Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills.
Your
By
building
Elune.
is complete.
As the goddess wills.
Your building is
Something
complete.
is amiss.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Our sacred grove is being
I heed
desecrated.
the voice of Elune. By Elune. So be
The
it.
land and I are one.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
For Kalimdor.
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls.
Anudora.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Our allies' town needs help. Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
What threatens these lands?
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. The goddess calls.
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman.
What is nature's call?
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess
Your
calls.
land is defeated.
By Elune.
Your building is complete.
Threatens these lands.
Your building is complete. Our warriors have engaged the
I
enemy.
heed the voice of Elune.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
It shall be done.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the
Your
wilds.
building is complete. Your building is complete. Our allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls.
Anudora.
Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Your building is complete. We can't build there.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
Research finished.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Our sacred
I heed the
grove is
voice
being
of Elune.
desecrated.
Someone threatens the wilds. So be it.
Threatens these lands.
By Elune.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Research finished.
The goddess calls. So be it.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune.
The land and I are one.
Our allies' town needs help. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Insufficient gold.
Something is amiss. It shall be done.
Your mana is depleted.
I heed the voice of Elune.
The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses?
I stand ready.
So be it.
What threatens these lands? Ashtarodalama. For Kalimdor. Anudon.
Our allies' town is covered.
I stand ready.
Your mana is depleted. Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
The goddess calls.
Are you not?
Our champion has fallen. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
So be it.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wild.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls. Immediately.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
In the name of the warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wild. So be it.
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready.
O Kalimdor.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
I stand ready, waiting on you.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Insufficient gold.
I stand
heed
ready.
the voice of Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Your building is complete.
It shall be done.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor.
I stand ready.
Our warriors have engaged
The
the
goddess
enemy.
calls.
Your move.
The land and I are one.
Your building is complete.
The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one.
On your mark.
The goddess calls.
What threatens these lands?
I stand ready.
Anudora. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Your building is complete.
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of the
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated. As the goddess wishes. The goddess calls.
As sleep
Someone
dulled
opens
my
the
senses? It shall be done.
I heed the voice of Elena.
Something is amiss.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone opens the wild.
Anudora. Our allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our sacred grove is being
Pathetic
desecrated.
wretches.
I heed the voice of Elena.
Our allies' town needs help.
Someone opens the wild. Immediately. By Elena.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elena.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Has
I
sleep
stand
dulled
ready.
my senses?
In the name of Cenarius.
I heed the voice of Elena. By Elena.
Our warriors have
Threatens
engaged
these
the enemy.
lands.
Our champion has fallen.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Your move. I stand ready.
We can't build there.
What threatens these lands?
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
I stand ready.
Insufficient gold.
Someone threatens the wilds.
The land and
I
I
heed the
are
voice
one.
of Elune.
For Kalimdor,
Our sacred grove is being
Anudora.
desecrated. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashtherodanabon. For Kalimdor,
I stand ready.
it shall be done.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
For Kalimdor,
The goddess
Your
calls.
building is complete.
Someone threatens the wild.
something is amiss.
Our allies' warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wilds.
I stand ready.
Treant may not root me.
I stand ready.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Treant may not root me. Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Treant may not root me. Treant may not root me. The goddess calls. Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
The goddess calls.
Our allies' town
Someone
needs help.
threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I stand ready.
Enemy. Our champion has fallen. Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our warriors have engaged the enemy. An allied champion has fallen. Needs help. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
What threatens these lands? It shall be done.
I stand ready.
How dare you! For Kalimdor.
Our allies' town
Pathetic
needs help.
wretches.
Out the way. Fire.
The land and I
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Ashtherodanador.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
How dare you!
Waiting on you. I'll give it a shot.
Something is amiss. Anudora.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Insufficient gold.
The land and I are one.
Point the way.
Ashrathoraman.
What threatens these lands?
Your building is complete.
For Kalimdor.
Waiting on you.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready. Waiting on you.
The goddess calls.
Something is amiss.
Our allies' town needs help.
Ashtherodanador.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
For Kalimdor. Anudora.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. By Elune.
Our allies' town needs help.
In the name of Fenarius.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
For Kalimdor.
The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild.
Our allies' town needs help. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
For Kalimdor.
I heed the voice of
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. As the goddess wills.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our allies' town needs help. Your building is complete.
One shot, one kill. Someone threatens the wild.
Cry happy.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our allies' town, your building is complete. Your building is complete.
The goddess calls.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our allies' town needs help.
I heed the voice
What
of Elune.
threatens these lands? The
I
land
stand
and
ready.
I are one.
An allied champion has fallen. Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our allies' town needs help.
Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done. Ashtherodalador. The land
Someone
and I
threatens
are
the
one.
wild.
Our
Asher
allies'
Thoraman.
town needs help. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
As the goddess
Something
wills.
is
Our
amiss.
gold mine has collapsed.
It shall be done.
Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune.
Our allies' town needs help.
Immediately. As the
Our
goddess
warriors
wills.
have engaged the enemy.
What threatens these lands?
Asher Thoraman. The goddess
Has
calls.
sleep dulled
Our
my
allies'
senses?
town needs
Thoraman.
help.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our allies' town needs help. Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
I stand ready.
Your building is complete.
Asher Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Our allies' town
The
needs help.
goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Asher Thoraman.
Threatens these lands.
Oh, Kalimdor.
Something is amiss.
We need help immediately!
As the goddess wills. So be it.
Our allies' town needs help.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Come, you night elves! Where is the fire and the passion with which you fought so long ago?
It shall be done.
An allied champion has fallen.
Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune.
Our allies' town needs help.
So be it. By Elun. So be it. By Elun.
Insufficient gold.
The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. Ashtorama.
Ashtherodanador. Archimonde's victory here has made him overconfident. He will not see the trap that I laid for him until it is too late.
The tree is clear. Witness the end, you mortals. The final hour has come.
The Outlanders held him back as long as they could. Were you successful in planning the summit's defense?
Yes. Now our victory is assured.
The roots will heal in time, as will the entire world. The sacrifices have been made. Just as the orcs, humans, and night elves discarded their old hatreds and stood united against a common foe, so did nature herself rise up to banish the shadow forever. As for me, I came back to ensure that there would be a future, to teach the world that it no longer needed guardians. The hope for future generations has always resided in mortal hands. And now that my task is done, I will take my place amongst the legends of the past.